Okay, Daniela, we're recording.
All right.
Go ahead and start with your first question.
Okay, so my question was for number 19,
Okay.
B. I got like the rest of them, but B kind of threw me off because it says that the answer is 30, but I have no idea how they got that answer.
Okay, well, let's work through it, okay?
Okay.
So I've got it up here. So 200 students. It's found that 70 are, okay, so we know all about that. We're going to probably have to work on it, what, upside down, if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So no students are taking all 3 languages. Oh, that's an interesting one. So let's put a 0 in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking. 70 are taking no language.
Okay.
And I gotta label these. Let's see, what do we have? German, Spanish, and French. I guess I should have done French first, huh?
That's the way I did it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So anyway, then what do we have? 15 are taking German and Spanish. 15 are taking German and Spanish. So that's easy because we have a 0 in the middle. So this is actually a little bit of an easier problem because we don't have to subtract. You know what I mean? If there had been 8 in all 3, then we would have had to subtract and put a 7 there to make, a total of 15 in that wedge. Are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
Does that make sense? Okay.
Yep.
So anyway, in this case, all we had to do is put a 15 in there. All right, going backwards again. Let's see. 30 are taking French and Spanish. 30 are taking French and Spanish. That puts a 30 in there.
Right.
A little bit bigger. 10 are taking French and German.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
75 are taking Spanish. So currently, what do we have in the Spanish circle?
45.
That's correct. And we need, I lost it already. Spanish was what? 75.
75.
So if we already have 45, we should need 30 more to make it 75. All right. Next, we got 40 are taking German, and we already have 25. So that means we need a 15 there. And 70 are taking French, and I currently have 40. All right, and now we got to, I'm going to just put this off to the side. We got to remember that 200 students took this, so let's check to see if this adds up. So 15, 30, 60, 90, 100, 130, 200. Yep, it checks. It's 200. So I think we're ready to answer the questions now.
Mm-hmm.
A, how many are taking 2 languages?
55.
Yeah, that's that.
Sorry.
Okay. 15, a 10, and a 30. And like you said, that's 55. Okay. How many are taking Spanish and no other language?
That's the one that I...
Okay, that's this right here.
Oh, okay.
Spanish and no other language. So you got to do the part that's only in the Spanish. Okay. So that would be 30.
Okay.
How many are taking Spanish and not French?
45.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, that's that would be number 19.
Okay.
Did you have another one, Daniela?
No, I pretty much, I think I got all of them right.
Well, good. So that's a good sign.
Yeah.
Marilyn?
Okay, yeah, well, on number 2, I mean, I had questions about a few of them. On number 2, since the question read the numbers between, I think that's what it said.
2
I
and 10.
got it up on the screen.
Pardon me?
I have it up on the screen.
Okay,
It says list the elements of the set. All X
okay.
such that X is a counting number between 2 and 10.
Mhm. So I was just wondering why 10 was included in the answer.
Because what does it mean when your numbers between 2 and 10? The word between normally means don't include the endpoints.
Right.
So therefore it would be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay, yeah. And I thought the answer said
10 is not
10 is not included. Okay. Okay. All right. I don't know where I got that from. I thought 10 was included in the answer, and I was wondering why.
Well, I don't think it shouldn't be if it is.
As I look at it again, it's not. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Number 6 on D.
The last part?
Yep. D.
Okay.
Answer D. Why is queen? Okay, why?
Okay, so I did D in green. Okay, so first I copied what they wanted us to do.
Mm-hmm.
The universal set minus the complement of A intersect B. Okay, so, I mean, the universal set, I'm not going to write it down. It's just ace, king, queen, jack. It's just all,
right.
all four suits. Okay. Now, what's in that other part? What's A intersect B? So up there you see set A is ace, queen, jack. Set B is king, queen. What's the intersection of those two?
Queen.
Right. And then we were supposed to take what? The complement of that what we just got. Queen complement. So that's why I wrote
Queen separately.
Yeah. And what's queen complement? Everything outside of queen would be what? Ace, king, jack.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now I've finally got my problem on the bottom here. Take the universal underlined in red. Take the universal set and remove ace, king, jack. And what do you have left?
Queen.
Yeah. And so queen is the answer to part D. The set with queen.
Okay. So so that A intersect B complement, wouldn't that complement be distributed to both A and B?
Well, only if you change it to a union. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You're a little bit off there. First of all, one way to look at it is you have to do what's inside the parentheses before you do the complement. So find A intersect B and then take the complement. Or if you use De Morgan, let me change my color here. If you use De Morgan, what does De Morgan say? If you do distribute it like you said,
right,
then it becomes
A
union B complement.
And you got to do a union, and you could have done it that way. That's true. I think it's a little bit harder that way, but you could have done that. Yeah. So I think you were thinking A complement intersect B complement.
Oh, well, I wrote it the correct way.
Oh,
but
so you want me to keep going that way? You want me?
Okay, so I thought if it's like A union B, so that's A or B.
A complement or B complement. Yeah.
A complement or B complement. So let me see if I can see that. A complement. Okay. I don't know.
Well, here, let me just follow through. That's actually a really good question. Let me in blue just keep going. Let's use this to figure out the answer to this. Okay. So what is a complement? Ace, queen, jack. It's just a king, right?
Right. Then you just have a king, yeah. And so what I did was since B was complement also, I thought it was an empty set.
Yeah, that's what I did too. For B.
What's B complement? What's the complement of king and queen?
King and queen.
Hold on, I'm looking. King, queen.
Wouldn't that be ace, jack?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now you're sitting right here. What's the union of king and ace, jack?
Oh, all of them.
Right. Ace, jack,
Okay.
king.
Okay. Okay. So
now do this. Okay, what's the universal set? All of them. Ace, queen, king, and jack.
mm-hmm.
And when you take out ace, jack, and king, what do you get?
Queen.
Yeah, you get the same answer. You get queen.
So is B right then? It's an empty set?
No.
Is B right? Oh, you want me to do B?
Oh, I thought, okay.
I'm doing D. I'm doing D.
Okay. Never mind. I'm sorry.
B is a different problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want me to go through B?
No, I just wanted to see if I was right with the empty set. Because I got B for empty set.
Okay, so if you take A union B, you get, let's see, you get everything. And what's the complement of everything? The empty set. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you are correct for part B. Yeah, I just happen to only have two parts of the problem that I have written down right now. I don't have A and B down.
I hate going backwards, but I just wanted to see if I did number 3 right.
That's not backwards. That's fine.
Okay. So for like 3A,
yes.
I have in brackets, like I have X is a vowel.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, here's how I wrote it. All X such that X is a vowel.
Okay, I didn't write it like that. I just literally put X and then is a vowel. Is that okay? Or do you want us to write it?
That would be okay. This is a little bit better because.
Okay.
But that's fine.
Okay. And then for B, I put X is a counting number, a counting even number by 10. Yeah, okay. I got that right.
By 10. I don't know what you mean by 10.
X.
Oh, you mean less than 10?
Hold on.
Well, I don't know I didn't get what you meant by 10.
Because, oh, just kidding. I know what I did. Never mind. Yep, never mind.
So you could say it's an even number greater than 0 and less than 10. Or like I said, you could say it's an even number greater than or equal to 2 and less than or equal to 8. Both of those would be correct. Did you? Now I've probably confused you.
No, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
All right.
Okay. So I have a question about well, just in when you're doing Venn diagrams, and you have like in number 8, we have to draw a Venn diagram. So if you only have 2 sets and you're drawing a Venn diagram, do they always overlap?
Yes, unless it specifically tells you that they don't. You should, as you can, yes, they should be partially overlapping.
Okay. All right.
By the way, the important part of number 8 is that when you draw your Venn, you're supposed to draw a Venn diagram of each side of the equal sign. So you notice how on the left I have A remove B, and on the right I have A intersect B complement. The 2 diagrams should not be identical. Because on the left, you've got A remove B. Okay, that's that 3/4 thing. On the right, you've got this intersection. So you're supposed to show that you have an overlap.
Oh, okay.
And on the
I didn't
right,
do that.
the overlap, you see how the overlap looks the same as what we had in the diagram on the left.
Well, is it? It's the same? Are you saying it's the same?
Yeah. Where is the overlap in the second picture?
Oh, the overlap. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Now, the picture's not the same, no. But the result is. Yeah. So remember, whenever you do an intersection, it's the cross-hatching where your answer is.
Okay.
And the cross-hatching looks just like what we had in the first diagram. Yep.
So I don't have like 3 squares like yours.
You don't need 3. You're supposed to have 2.
Okay.
I don't know why I put. I was demonstrating to someone. You really don't need this bottom one.
Okay.
1 for each side.
Okay.
Yeah, there's extra there. I did the first one twice. I must have been demonstrating it.
So what in that question tells you, okay, a pair. All right.
Right.
Okay. I didn't catch that.
Yeah, you're right. That would be easy to miss.
Okay. Then I have a number 12. Go over number 12.
Okay. So this is kind of nice because I think when they have the number diagram, it's a little easier working with numbers than with the diagram. So anyway, here's what I'm trying to show. Well, that's just the problem. Okay, that's what they've asked me to show. So then what I did is I started, all right, let's work on the left. What's A intersect B? Where do A and B overlap? The 5 and the 7.
Oh, right.
So we're trying to do 5, 7 complement. Okay. And on the right, what's A complement? All the things that are outside of circle A. 2, 6, 3, 8. So that's this first, you see that? I don't know if you can read that, but that's that first set I have there. And then we want to also unite that with what's outside of B complement. And that would be 1, 4, 3, 8. So all I'm doing is substituting numbers in place of the letters so far. Everybody, so are you with that?
Yep.
Okay. So on the left, what's 5, 7? What's the set 5, 7 complement? So that's just every other number, right? Other than 5 and 7. So
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 4, 3, 6, 8. Okay, so that's just that answer simplified. And then on the right, what happens when you do a union between 2, 3, 6, and 8 and 1, 3, 4, and 8? I'm sorry, 1, 3, 4, and 8. And you would get, I believe,
I got the same one, yeah, the same answer.
3, 4, 6, 8.
Yeah.
Now, are those two answers equal? Like I said they are?
Yes.
Yeah, because they have the same contents.
Mm-hmm.
Problem done.
Okay, that makes more sense.
So that shows that, hey, that really does work because you come up with the same results.
Okay, for 14, again, just checking my answer. I got none of these.
Okay, which you said you got none of the 4?
Yes, for number 14.
That's some sound problems there. Getting the football game.
You want me to write it in the chat?
I don't know. Who's got a football game on at home?
Not me.
Okay, I'm going to mute Marilyn. Let's see if that helps. Marilyn, I muted you. You can bring it back anytime you want. Okay, so back to Daniela.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say you did? You said none of these came out right. Is that what I heard you say?
Yes, I'm problem
Okay.
14.
Well, all right. I've done B, so let's look at B first, and
Okay.
then we'll do the other parts too. Okay. So B says, in parentheses, do A union C, and then intersect B. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So start off with A union C. So now you got to use that picture. Maybe it's too tiny, but if you look at circle A and circle C, what's the union of them? It's all the numbers that are in the two circles. So 1, 5, 4, 7, 3, 6. Can you see that?
Yep.
So do you see that's what I wrote down right here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that's intersected with B. What's in circle B? 5, 2, 7, 6.
Yes.
So now look back. So now how do I intersect two sets? I find out what's in common between those two. What's in common between those two?
Nothing.
Well, how about a 5?
Oh, yes. Okay.
How about a 6? How about a 7?
Okay.
Okay, so that's B. By the way, welcome, Chris. See, we were up and running before. I didn't see you come in. Okay.
So the answer to problem 14 is B.
No, 14B. The answer is 6, 5, 7.
Okay.
No. This is just one. Okay, I only did B first because I had it on the screen.
Okay.
So what do you want me to do next?
We can do C since it's already in there.
So C is what? A intersect C. So what's in A? 1, 5, 4, 7?
Yep.
Sorry, penmanship's kind of bad here. And intersect that with C, which is 4, 7.
4, 7, 5. Oh, just kidding. 4, 7.
4, 7, 6, 3, isn't it?
Yep.
So now what's the intersection of those two? What's in common?
the 7
And?
and 4.
Correct. So, okay. So that's that. We're done with C now. Let me know what's puzzling you.
I just want to know why I thought it was none of them.
Yeah, I can't tell you. I can't tell you that one. I don't know.
Huh. Okay.
Oh, you know what? I just had an idea what you might have done wrong on this problem. Did you think that this was a multiple choice question?
Oh, yep. That's exactly what I did.
Yeah. Okay. Actually, it's what it is 4 separate problems.
Okay. Huh. That's why.
Okay. When you said none of them, I thought, what? Wait a minute. Oh, she might have thought it was a multiple. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So then.
Now, by the way, it actually, well, hang on. I'm sorry, I'm misleading you here, but you're right. It is a multiple choice. So I mean, what does it say? It says which of these have the answers 6 and 7. So what do you think about B and C? Neither one of those is the correct answer. Okay, so should we keep going?
Yes.
Okay, so let's try A next. So A is A intersect B intersect C. Can you see on the, I mean, that just means where do all 3 overlap? Look at the picture. Where do all 3 circles overlap?
In the middle.
Which gives you what? Just region 7?
Yeah.
Okay, is that our answer?
No.
No. Okay, so it looks like it's got to be D. Well, let's check out D. D is A intersect C. We take a few shortcuts here. Where do circles A and C overlap?
In 4.
And?
And 7.
Yeah, don't forget, you got to get the whole part where they overlap, 4 and 7. Okay, and then I have to take that and do a union with what's in circle B.
2.
5, 6, 2.
2, 5, 7, 6.
7, 6, 2.
And what happens when you do the union of those? You get 2, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
So it looks like none of them is correct, huh?
Yes. Okay.
Is that what the book said?
Sure.
I take it, did anybody look at the answer?
Refer to the diagram for problem 10. Determine which of the following sets is. Yeah. So I got it as like a multiple choice question. I understood it as a multiple choice question.
Well, you understood it correctly. It is a multiple choice question.
Okay.
And
Okay.
if you look on your answer, by the way, your answers are in your book on page 103. And the answer to number 14 is none of these. Exactly as Daniela thought.
Okay.
So then
you were right on the money. Marilyn, go ahead.
So then it has to be only 6 and 7 because I would think that
that is correct.
Yep.
B, because B has both 6 and 7 in it, and so does A and D. So okay,
so C doesn't. Yeah.
Right. So it has to be only 6 and 7. Okay.
Yeah. When they say the answer is 6 and 7, it's got to come out to just that. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So I'm sorry, Daniela, you hit that right on the head. You were right.
No, that's okay. I just wanted to double check.
Have you done this kind of work?
Huh?
Had you done the kind of work I did on the screen?
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I did it right, so that way I wasn't.
You did it right.
Okay.
Okay, number 17. I think I got the I think it's part C wrong. No, there's no C.
Yeah, just an A and a B. So
Okay.
on part A, it says the number of elements in set A is 15, the number in set B is 25, and the number in both is 35. Well, 15 plus 25 is not 35.
Mm-hmm.
It's 40. Right. And it's 40, and how far off are we?
5.
15 plus 25 is 40. We're off by 5.
Mm-hmm.
That told me that 5 was in the overlap. So do you see in my A drawing, I put a 5 in the intersection part? That was the important clue. Okay. Now, actually, that's the answer, because what's the number of elements in the intersection for part A?
5. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But when you do part B, it says, what's the number of elements in the universal set if the number in A complement intersect B complement is 8? Okay, so let's see, how can I explain this? So where does A complement intersect B complement? It's the outside of the MasterCard symbol. In other words, outside the circle.
Mm-hmm.
And this problem told us there's 8 out there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now, hang on a minute. Let me start this. So what's the number? Okay. So now the number. I got to make a new drawing. Obviously, that's messed up. Yeah, I got to make a new drawing. Okay, and I can't erase, so here we go. Okay, and then let's say that's the universal set. And we have an A, and we have a B. And we've just been told outside there's 8. Okay, what am I missing here? Number 17. A has 15. B has 25. So we still have this situation. 5. This has to be 10, and this has to be 20.
Mm-hmm.
And so now the question is, what's the number of elements in the universal set? So for part B, I have to just literally add these up.
Okay, that's what I figured. That's what I did. So I
15 plus 20 is 35. 35 plus 8 is 43. So the answer to B is, see it up here?
43.
Yeah.
The number of elements in the universal set is 43.
See, I like these because I can just add them up and.
Yeah. You can add them up, but you got to be careful which numbers you put where. Yeah, that's good.
So, I mean, I think initially I subtracted the 5, the intersect part. I don't know why I was doing it like that, but I mean, I see it now, but for some reason, I have to take that 5 out.
You were right about subtracting the 5 when it came to figuring out this 10.
Mm-hmm.
And you were right about subtracting 5 when it came to figuring out this. Okay, so now it's off. Now you've got your 3 numbers, and then they gave you this 8 on the outside, so now you can add them up.
See, in the very beginning, before, like, when I first looked at it, I was missing the 8. So I was, like, just adding the numbers in the circle, and I'm like, no, that can't be right. And then I got the 8, and then that's how I figured everything out.
Yeah, part A, they hadn't told you the 8 yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then with part B, that's the big clue that they gave you there. What's the number in the universal set if the number in that outer ring is 8? Yeah, you missed. That's a major clue you want to make use of.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, on number 20, I got most of those wrong the first time, but I could see where the answers came in.
Yeah, a survey of people to determine who regularly buys products A, B, and C gave the numbers shown in the diagram that's below there. How many people were surveyed? So that's just what? Adding them up.
Adding them all up, yeah.
60, 31, 34, 42, right?
47, isn't it? 47.
I get 42 when I add up all the numbers.
Yeah, so do I.
Okay, then it says how many buy product A but not B?
The book says 47 is the answer.
For part A?
Yep.
Oh, I missed the 5. I thought that was a label. You're right. It's 10, 15, 19, 21, 36, 39. It's 47. Thank you. I missed the 5. You are correct. Okay, and then part B, how many buy product A but not B? So what's in circle A that's not in circle B?
10.
10.
Isn't there also a 2?
And the 2, yeah.
Yes.
I missed that the first time too, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be careful there. How many buy product B or C but not A? B or C. B or C is what? The union of those 2 circles. But you got to throw out any part of the 2 circles that A intersects.
So it'd be 8 plus 3 plus 15.
That is correct.
Okay.
What, 26?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes, 26.
Yeah.
Gray mark from my pen. Okay, good.
Intersect A or B. Okay, so
Anybody else have a question?
well, 23. Got it all over the place with that one.
Yeah, we need to talk about this. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I've written on it, but so I got to see, what does the original say? Number 23.
Fine.
Yeah, It's what it says there for. It's the part below. This is the problem down here on the bottom, right? So here's what this is telling you. Set A, first number is 1, second number is 4. Continue the pattern until you get to 144, but we need a little bit more. You can't go up get a pattern just from 2. So that's why that's what this n squared is about. The n squared is saying the number you're on squared. So for example, what's 1 squared?
1.
What's 1 times 1?
1.
Right. And when you're on the second number, what's 2 times 2?
4.
4.
Yeah. And so then the next one is 3 times 3, 4 times 4. Well,
So-
what times what is 144? What
I
times
got 12.
12. So what's the number of elements in the set?
12.
That's correct.
So the n, just to clarify, the n can be, in this case, the n is 12 because you multiply 12 times 12, which equals 144.
Well,
But like,
yeah. N represents all of these numbers.
okay. I just get you. Okay. That was my
And
question.
so what you had to say is, well, if you take a number and multiply it by itself, the last number is 144. What number times itself equals 144? Oh, 12. Yep.
Okay.
That's how you have to do that one. Yep.
So for 24, I got nothing. Like I got 0 because there was no number at the end.
Right. Well, I don't blame you. But because you're right. It told you not to stop. Well, if you don't stop, how many numbers will you have?
Infinite.
Yeah. So the answer is, did you follow that, Danielle?
Yes, I did.
Yeah. So the answer is, the infinity symbol. Yep. We just barely touched on infinite sets. So there are, I mean, this question makes sense, but I mean, no more depth. I don't know. So we talked about infinite sets, but only in this regard that, hey, if you count forever, yeah, you'll get infinity.
Mm-hmm.
While you're thinking there, I'll show you this. This is a quiz I gave in the past. You guys didn't get it, but it also shows some of the things that. I mean, it's the same thing. I made some sets up on the top. Here, I'll make this bigger so you can see it better. So I made some sets on the top: the universal set, set A, set B. And then I just practiced having you do intersections and unions and complements. And so there's nothing, I don't know, there's really nothing earth shaking there. That's the kind of thing I think you would all get that right.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the bottom, I threw in some symbols. Except I don't know if you can see this on the top, but it says I blank B. So when you look up on top, you see set B has C, E, G, I, F. So I wrote E, I is an element of B. This is just practice with symbols. Set C relates how to the universal set?
A subset.
Yeah, and so I use the subset symbol. And Q, the only thing I can say is it's not in A, so I wrote it's not an element.
Okay.
Trying to get the pictures off so you guys can see. And then what? Capital C is what to capital C?
Improper subset.
Yep. So the subset with the equal bar on the bottom. And then finally, number 11, what happens when you take B and C and do a union? Well, I'm sorry. B what C, that's the answer. B what C is C, E, F, G, I, J. And if you play around a little bit, you can see it's only when you take the union.
Mm-hmm.
And then I threw in one of these as a practice item. So remember, that might be on the test, because remember I told that was that one section we had in chapter 1.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So as you can tell, I used the method of differences there. And the first time I did it, I got the numbers 1, 5, 12, 22. I couldn't see what the pattern was, so I went down another layer. 4, 7, 10. Oh, then I could see the numbers going up by 3 each time. So then I just extended the pattern and then finished adding it up.
Okay.
So that's just another type of another problem that you might want to you would want to be ready to be able to do. So I distracted you guys a little bit. Are there any other questions on the practice?
If we wanted to do another practice test, is there something out there that
Another
to practice
test?
more, or just maybe redo it or do other practices?
I don't have another practice test for you.
Do you have this one you just put up without the answers?
Yeah, in the book.
Oh, it's in the book.
Wait, I'm sorry. Oh, you mean this one?
Yeah.
I mean the one in front of us.
Yep.
Right.
I could probably find that. I don't have it handy right now, but I could find it for you.
Just for, just for practice.
You want me to send it to you?
Email that to us or something, so that way we can just kind of do it on our free time, or will it be on here?
I didn't catch the beginning of that question, Daniela.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you be able to email us like a blank copy of that, so that way we could just kind of practice on that?
Yeah,
Or
I gotta find it, but I should be able to find it. You mean this one that you're looking at right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. I will look for it, and I promise you I will email it to you 3.
Okay.
I think that's what we have in here right now, right? 3? Yep.
Yeah.
3.
And if you have any other practice ones like maybe number 19.
Yeah, I don't, but I'll see what I can find.
Okay, but if you don't, this is fine though. This is
See, the only problem with me sending you a blank is then you won't be able to check it.
okay.
But
Yeah.
we could check it at the beginning of class on Wednesday, because that'll work. Yep.
Okay.
Wow, that's the first time I've been asked for more practice. That is impressive, guys. Wow.
We should get extra points for that.
I'm pretty doggone impressed.
No, but this pretest
Yes.
really actually helped. So
Well, it should, for one thing, it should ease your mind about what in the world is he going to test us on.
yes.
This is the stuff. Okay, now obviously the questions are not identical, but there shouldn't be anything drastically different from what. Now the only other thing we haven't talked about yet is I might ask you a question about the 2 infinities, but it would be a general question, like, why do you think I showed that presentation to you? Something like that. I'm not going to ask you, all right, what was on the 10 to the 15th power slide? You're not going to do that. But what did you get? Maybe I'll just ask, did you get anything out of it? You know what I mean? Or were there any surprises? That kind of question. So. Other than that, though, the practice test really has all the types of questions. Any others you want to ask about? I guess not, huh? Okay. Now, we're going to have yet another review session when we get back together on Wednesday. I'm not in a rush to give you the test. I want to make sure if you still are unsure about something, we'll take some time and we'll talk about it. So,
could you just look at number 5, letter D? For some reason, I have a question mark. I didn't understand why.
Okay, 5D.
D as a David, yes, please.
Yeah, I'm sorry I have it written out already, but
that's okay.
So complete the following definitions by filling in the blanks with is an element or is not. All right, A minus B. Oh yeah, I think it's because of the word and.
Yep.
Okay, because and means what? Intersection. So, yeah. So, if you take first of all, you see my answer is an element is an element. So, if we take everything in A, where does that, let me get my pen. Where does that overlap with everything outside of B? See, if I drew outside of B on here, it would look like this. So now the question is, if you take the two kinds of shading, where do they overlap? Do you see how they overlap well, actually the A should look like this. But where do they overlap? Where's the cross-hatching?
On A.
Isn't it just on the outside of A, right?
Outside of A, yeah.
Yeah. And isn't that what A minus B should look like?
Right.
So you can see that. Hopefully you can see that both of these have to be is an element.
So for a question like that, would you want us to draw the diagram?
No, I only did that, and it may not have worked, but I only did that to try to show you that it really does work that way.
Okay.
No, this is I'm just getting, this is like 2 blanks for each question. Did you put the right symbol in each blank?
Okay.
And I'd probably go a half point for each, or I don't remember how I grade that, but you'll get credit for each. I think here's what's confusing. I'm asking you for everything that's in an element, which is an outside statement. B complement is everything outside of B.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a little confusing. Everything in the outside of B. And that's probably why you had a little trouble with that one.
That one, and also I think it was the and as well, because we were so used to and or. So yeah.
Well, that one is an and, right?
Well, and at the bottom you have it written element of A and then not an element of B. So in red it says element of A.
Yeah, that's not correct. Well, yeah, no, that is correct. but the problem is, here's the problem.
Complement.
There's
Okay.
a B complement. So
Okay,
it is
yep.
everything outside of B, which means it's actually in B complement.
Yep.
So
Okay, that's what I missed.
yeah, it's kind of
That's what I missed.
those two actually agree.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
That's a little bit tricky. You got to watch for that. Yep. So I'm just hanging on because we still had a question and I thought we were done. So I don't want to cut anybody off.
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm okay too. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Have a good Sunday evening, and I will see you on Wednesday.
Okay.
All
Bye.
right. Thanks.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.